me tell you more about what we do here. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency for each day. Monday, Aussie and New Zealand. Tuesday, the Euro. Wednesday, the Pound. Thursday, Yen and Gold. Friday, the Canadian Dollar. I'm going to launch a poll right now. Is this your first time attending this webinar? Let me know. No, let me just launch this web poll right now. And can someone help me launch a poll? Thank you. I'm not sure why. Okay, I see it now. Okay, sorry. Is this your first time here? Let me launch this poll. Do let me know. Is this your first time here? Okay, do vote here. Okay, great. So today it's a Monday. So Monday, Jin will be speaking about the Aussie and New Zealand pairs, as he will be taking us through different time frame. This webinar is going to be very beneficial to both the long-term investors or short-term traders. During these sessions, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risk. However, a disclaimer, any information during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation, but is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. For those who are new here, my name is Daniel. I've known Jin for many years, first as a student in LCMS Traders, and now as a business partner. Jin runs LCMS Traders, where this club is all about training to get traders to be consistent and profitable. And Forex Briefcase as well, which is all our managed account services, where Jin trades an AUM more than 9.5 million USD on a daily basis. Jin has always been invited to speak on many stages globally. And in fact, one of the reasons you may be here is because you have attended one of his various events. And recently, he has also been invited to Money FM, a Singapore finance radio talk show, to give his views on what is happening in the market. Okay, let me share with you what is LCMS Traders Club all about. Let me launch another poll on how do you get to know this webinar. Okay, let me launch the poll. So do let us know. Do fill up this and let us know how do you get to know this place. Okay, it's going to be very important here, especially if you have friends and family who actually trade Forex. This is the place to come to every morning to get prepared yourself on how to trade Forex for each individual pairs for the week. Okay, let me share now on more about LCMS Traders Club. Okay, so in LCMS Traders Club, we have many information that's going to be very beneficial to Forex traders. You can see on Monday and Wednesdays, we have videos. Monday is a weekly live call with Jin. Okay, on the popular topics, you can just click here and you can see we have many videos every Monday evening. We have Jin going through, we'll go through what could actually identify trades live, and they also tell you how to prepare for the week. Not only that, we have Jonathan, who will round up last week's economic events roundup and give you a bias of what has happened so that you know what to look out for in the coming week. I will also give you a signal analysis and some coaching on how we give out the signal analysis, where, how, and what's the reasons why we exit at TP1, TP2, or TP3. Okay, so you can see, and videos are here really very nicely, very beneficial to you. And on Wednesdays evening, we actually give you a lot of trading strategies coming in, or regular coaching for students with questions. In fact, this week, Wednesday, we'll be having a question and answer sessions for all our members here to let us know what questions you have regarding Forex, and we will give you our answers. All the coaches here will give you a very good answer on how do we trade the Forex. But you can see regularly, we have lots of coaching, such as just last week alone, we talked about regular divergence with RSI. We talk about hidden divergence. You know, not only that, we also talk about all the different candlesticks, pin bar candlestick patterns, inside bar patterns, and all the various strategies. every video is down here just for you to use. And if you don't remember at all, you can come back to this club here and review the videos as well. And not only that, you can ask any questions here, put on a comment post. All the coaches will reply to you. Okay, so that is why it's so beneficial on not only just the data here. We have also students or members asking questions or any questions you may see, like put posting questions like you put a trade, what do you think about it, and we will answer. All the coaches here will answer you immediately. We also have okay, this is the one where LCMS Traders Club members will have open up question and answer sessions where it's a good time for you to ask questions and we will reply you on a Wednesday. Okay, we also have things putting in like on a weekly basis, on weekend, on the currency correlation, how to use the current correlation. You can actually make use of it here. We also, again, another member asking questions on whether they see divergence, and we will definitely answer immediately. Lots of people asking questions, and the coaches here also will give you a trade idea or a trade that they're taking and share information with you. So you can see how very beneficial to you. And not only that, for those who are from Telegram, if you see that the signals come in Telegram, we first issue it in LCMS Traders Club in the Facebook page, the private page, where we issue the buy trade, which pair, take profit 1, 2, and 3. And not only that, we will also give an analysis for all our members here on why we give the trade and this trade signals. You can see that we just don't give any trade. There are some analysis. There are analysis that it comes in, and we will analyze the trade, what we are waiting for, why we take the trade. And not only that, we also will suggest to you if you reach TP1, whether to close the trade and what is happening, what's the reason why we look the trade, or to continue to hold the trade and to continue on. So for those who are in a Telegram channel, do come and join us in LCMS Traders Club. It's very beneficial for those who are interested in the signals as well. And you can see here another potential trade idea that have. So all in all, how do you join LCMS Traders Club? All you need to do is to go to the tradersclub.lcms.com.sg, and you can see this web page here. Straight away, you just scroll down. We have mentioned, so you can see a lot of members here who are in it actually gave us comments. This is true comments telling us how they have made use of it, how beneficial it is to it. So just go ahead and join in. Okay, and then what we have here, you just scroll all the way down. All you need to do is just join the US $49 a month, or even better, at $199 a year. That's only 54 cents a day. That will change your life and change your Forex trading. In fact, a lot of members here tell us that they have actually this 199 has already recruited because of the benefits they have joined LCMS Traders Club. So don't wait now and just join. You will not regret it. Okay? Okay, now. So with that, let me pass it back to Jin and get for the weekly analysis on the Aussie and New Zealand. Jin.
If you join and you regret, then Daniel will give you a full refund. Hello. How are you all doing today? Give me a reaction. Let me know you're there. You're ready to go. Anyone? You guys out there? I don't see a reaction. I don't see enough reactions. It's Monday. Come on. Where's everyone? No? Still no reaction from everyone? It's sad, isn't it? Come on. Monday is the day that we get started on everything. Super excited for this week. Okay, we are almost towards the end of the month. Great. Got some response coming in now. Okay, good stuff. So super excited for this week. Monday, now we are talking about the Aussie dollar and also the Kiwi dollar. It has reacted quite nicely to what we've been looking at since last week. at this point now, I think that this week will be quite a straightforward trading scenario for not just the Aussie or the Kiwi dollar, but quite across the board because as I show you here, let me just click on that, bring that up. Okay, as we look through the list of news and potential news movers, not a lot of things that could be moving the markets. This was quite a big news that a lot of people were looking forward to. The Chinese GDP previously was 3.2%, expected to come out at 5.2, came out at 4.9. Is this terrible news? Not exactly. It came out red, but it's not a terrible news. It was not as good as expected, but still better than previous. So what this indicates is we still see China as a growing economy. You know, GDP is still doing well at almost 5% growth. Overall, how this impacts the Aussie dollar is we're going to see some positivity coming through on the Aussie dollar on this front. Okay, so because of that close trading relationship between Australia and China, slightly more correlated in this case. Moving from that, we can see that power speaking at 8 p.m. today. Nothing, not going to move the market too much, I think, because it's talking about the whole cross-border payments, digital currencies at the IMF meetings. So I don't think they're going to be too much about the US dollar, how it's going to move things wildly up or down. Nothing much else today. So you can see that not a lot of news today, probably going to lead to a slightly more consistent moving currency, Aussie and also New Zealand dollar, and maybe even the US dollar as well. Early tomorrow morning, we have the Reserve Bank of Australia meeting minutes. Meeting minutes is telling you what they were talking about in the previous rate decision meeting. Okay, so rate decision meeting came out already. We already know the decisions, no change in rates. We already saw the statements. We went through that together about Traders Club members. You know, the meeting minutes just give you a little bit more detail. So I don't think it's going to move again, not going to move the Aussie dollar too much. US building permits will probably be quite interesting tomorrow night at 8:30. Not a big change expected, but we're going to see probably some improvements in building permits coming from the US. With that, we might see some firming up, some strengthening in the US dollar coming on Tuesday night. Wednesday is good for pound. We will be talking more about the pound US dollar on Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. So make sure you turn up for that to prepare for the CPI news and also how to start trading the pound now given the Brexit talks that has been going on. Canadian on Wednesday. We'll probably talk about that in the Traders Club. And then Thursday, you can see nothing too much apart from the pound again. And on Friday, early Friday morning, we have CPI numbers coming from New Zealand on the year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter CPI numbers, right? We expect to see some firming up on the New Zealand dollar front after quite a good win in terms of the election, in terms of government election. So we saw some positivity coming from that end. Looking at the looking at the CPI here at 1.5%, at minus 0.5%, we might actually see some recovery in inflationary numbers coming from New Zealand. Okay, some recovery coming from the New Zealand side, maybe some strengthening coming from the New Zealand dollar. With all that put together, you know, it looks like it's going to be quite straightforward, a little bit of a trending scenario where you can jump into some trades. PMI numbers on the UK and the Eurozone side, and also on the US side on Friday evening or Friday late afternoon and early evening. So it seems like we're going to have quite good trading scenarios all the way to Friday before we're going to see some short-term volatility, and then we're back into the weekend again. With that said, looking at the charts, This is the Aussie US dollar on the H4 time frame. A little bit small. I'll zoom in one for you. Last time we spoke about it, that brown line, I said it was going to break below 7214, hit towards 7053. Did exactly that. It went down, tested 7053, and right now it looks like it's trying to bounce back up. At this point, right at this point, I would say don't do anything right now because of that shoot upwards and now that retracement back down. I would say let it come back down. It looks like it's going to come back down and test, maybe test this 7053 a little bit before possibly going back up again. Okay, so I would say, I'll take that away. I would say let it look to only buy if it goes past 7072, right? If it comes down, turns back up, and when it bounces up and goes up above 7072, you can have a generous stop loss at about 40 pips. Very good take profit at about 120. Risk 40, take 120. Would you like that? Would that be a good trade you'd be keen to jump into? Aussie dollar, looks like we're looking into some strength on the Aussie side. Let it come down, test that 7053, bounce back up, look to buy on that bounce back up. Risk 40, make 120. I know some of you are putting it in the chat already. You know the drill. Tell me in the chat if you like it. Risk 40, make 120. What do you think? What do you think? We are also, while you are putting that in the chat, we are also live on Facebook on my profile. If you guys are friends with me, then help me click like, click share on that. Those of you watching us on Facebook, we'll put in the links there so that you can join us on the Zoom chat and call from tomorrow onwards. Alrighty. Okay, so with that, that was the Aussie US dollar. Looking at the New Zealand US dollar here, a little bit more different because the New Zealand US dollar is right in that middle of the 6677 resistance and the 6550 support level. At this point now, I would say do nothing, right? It's not worth that risk upside or downside risk. It's right in that middle. I do anticipate that it will probably come down a little bit before turning back up, similar to what the Aussie dollar is doing, come down a little bit before turning back up. At this point, though, I would say let it go up. Let it go up and test this 6677 resistance level. Based on how it's been running for the past couple of weeks, this level has been quite strong. It's held last week, it held the week before, and it broke 3 weeks ago. Before that, it bounced off quite strongly. It's reacting quite well to this 6677 level. So let it come down a little bit, bounce back up, test that resistance level. If it tests and it turns back down, this would be a great trade to be looking to sell down from here. Okay, but based on what we're looking at, some recovery in the CPI numbers from New Zealand, we might look at some positivity coming from the New Zealand side. What I would be waiting for is to let it move up. Let it move that 50, 60 pips up and see if it's going to break higher. If it does break higher, we could be looking at that. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay. We could be looking at about a 30 pip stop loss for a good 100 pip take profit. Risk 30, make 100, make over 90. I'll be quite happy about that. Ahmed asked, what about the bullish candle? Yes, there is a bullish candle there, but at this point, I wouldn't be very confident with keeping a very tight stop at 20 because it could come down and spike down, hit the stop loss before turning back up. It's not a protected stop, right? So if you put your stops too tight or you put it too randomly, then you are actually taking a little bit more risk or unnecessary risk. Okay, so I would say at this point now, Aussie looks like a better trade. Jump onto to wait for the New Zealand to play out for that bigger move upwards from 6677. Okay, why I think it's worth the wait is because if it does go up, you have that good move upwards, about 100 pips upwards. There are a lot of other trades that we have been looking at, or a lot of other currency pairs that we've been looking at, but we're only going to do the Aussie and the Kiwi today. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the Euro. Just a quick snapshot. The Euro is looking very interesting right now. Look at that. Traders Club members already know what I'm looking at. I saw Roy just commented. Roy already knows what I'm looking at as well. This is going to be one interesting trade that could play out quite nicely. So if you want to find out more about that, make sure you turn up for tomorrow's currency call at 11, and then we'll guide you through the Euro US dollar. If you have any further questions, please make sure you join the LCMS Traders Club on Facebook, and then we can also guide you through your trading from there. With that said, I'll pass it back to Daniel.
Hey, thank you very much, Jin, for the Aussie and New Zealand pairs analysis. So remember, the Aussie right now, Aussie USD seems to be a better trade than the New Zealand USD. So I'm going to launch a poll to let me know what you thought of these sessions. Come on, everybody, let's get it. Participate in the poll. Thank you very much. So for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded. So thank you for joining these sessions today. Tomorrow, it's a Tuesday. So Tuesday, we'll be talking about the Euro pairs. So same time, just tomorrow. I look forward to see you then. Okay, bye.